name is Vick. Again, hopefully we're not strangers unless you're brand new and somehow stumble upon this. What I'm going to do, you guys, I only got about 30 minutes here. This is our WPM Wednesday Partners meeting, right, with Vick. We usually do these live, but I have to pre-record this. This is August 14th. This is Wednesday, 5:48 here, Central Time. I only got about 30 minutes because I've got another thing that I've got to be at in about an hour. So, and I know usually our meetings like this have been scheduled for, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll be busy at that time, so I wanted to take a few minutes here to give you guys updates. So this is some updates about what's going on behind the curtain, stuff that I don't really talk about publicly. And I'm just gonna update you on what has been happening here, what we're working on. I've got about 7 things I want to update you on. This is for promotional partners. This is not for everybody. This will not go out to everybody, and so I'd appreciate if you don't share, link to this video. This is unlisted. I'm going to put it on YouTube, and so this is for your eyes only, right? So if you're getting this, that means that you are in the promotional partners circle. You are, invited to watch these updates. So I want to get you guys updated on a few things. Number one, if you are brand new to our community, welcome. If you are just getting started, if you're just building your thing, welcome. I'm very happy for you. I'm very excited for you. And I want to encourage you to pursue your dream, whatever that is. It's very, very fulfilling. It's very exciting for me. And the reason that, as I'm about to tell you, here in a minute, why we bust our butts so much, that a lot of stuff that you don't see is because of, the case studies that are coming out, like, if you attended on last Monday's webinar from SIDS, right? Guy from started with us a couple years ago. When we first had our first Success Challenge version 1.0, that was not, it was great, but it was not as optimized as the current version. Now hold that thought for a second here as well. But he was able to go through that and just started implementing. And this month, he just texted me, actually. He was a guest on our last Monday's webinar. If you have watched his story, pretty incredible stuff. Now, that was from like 3 months ago, that particular interview that we aired. He just texted me yesterday, as a matter of fact, after we have, after I've aired that interview with him last Monday. He texted me yesterday. He's like, Vic, thank you, appreciate, the spotlight and all that. And he just informed me he is at over $50,000 per month doing whatever he's doing, applying exactly what he's learning from the Success Challenge. Stuff like that gets me excited. And stuff like that goes to show, and he's not the only person. There's tons of people, and a lot of you watching this as well, probably in a similar boat. But it's this kind of stuff that we're pursuing. This is the kind of stuff that we're trying to create more of. You know what I mean? It's not, I said this over and over again, and I'm going to repeat myself. I'm going to say it until I'm no longer around. This is not about you as a promotional partner to be depending on any one thing. It's about you building you. It's about you developing your business and growing your business and doing and making your difference in the world. Now, you can leverage all these stuff that obviously we're talking about. This is a promotional partner. So, man, exciting stuff are happening here. I want to tell you guys a few things. So number one, why you haven't, if you have noticed, lately, you probably have noticed that you haven't seen me much, you haven't heard much from me, lately, outside of our Monday's webinar and then like these, meetings, with the exception of last week because I was shooting. And that is because we're just busy. We're just crazy busy, working literally around the clock. Like my family right now, they're overseas visiting, but and that's all I'm doing is just like 100% immersed into like 4% stuff, right? So there's 2 kinds of people, in my opinion. I think there's people that everywhere and just talking, giving advice, and there's people that are like in the trenches building something. And so we are in that second category, in the trenches building stuff, and I believe that the stuff that you guys will see coming out from the 4%, and so will the rest of the world, is very, very incredible stuff. So we have been extremely busy building things behind the curtain here at 4%, working on 4.0 release that I've been talking to you about for, seems like forever now. You will see it for yourself. I do not want to spoil it for you, but I will tell you it will be the most incredible thing you have ever seen in your life. And so we're working on that. It'll be for you. We're building this for you. We're building this to allow you to have a voice. We're building this to allow you to take your business, whatever you're doing, to the next level independently, without you having to depend on Vick or 4% or anything else. Now, you can leverage all these things, which you should be, but helping you become independent, on your feet, entrepreneur is more important than anything. Companies come and go. Now, we're building this company not, with a short-term thinking or the intention of flipping it or selling it or, I just kind of see how it goes. We're building it with a very, very, very long-term vision. So we have been busy, and that's why you haven't heard much from me. But we give you guys, maybe some timelines now that we're getting really, really close to the release of this 4.0. You will not hear a lot or see me much for probably another maybe 2 more weeks, and then 4% is going to be everywhere. It's going to be. I think we're going to just flip the internet on its head. It's going to be incredible stuff, and I can't wait. And so, as a promotional partner, why is this important for you? Why does this, why does it matter for you? Well, you'll see, and so, you'll be able to endorse and recommend and review and be part of something that's really, really incredible. I think it's going to be the best thing that our industry has ever seen. And so we're very, very excited about that. The whole team is working around the clock. So kind of like that's what's happening, on that part of the project. And it's a big undertaking, multi-million-dollar project. Another thing, quick update on Success Challenge funnels. So some of you guys have been asking about, is the webinar funnel still converting? How is that doing? What's going on with that? It's converting like it's on day one still. We're getting a lot of positive feedback from that webinar funnel. I'm talking about Success Challenge funnel now. So if you are running traffic to it, provided it's good qualified traffic, you should see conversions. We have a lot of people, a lot of you guys, promotional partners, are making a lot of money. Hundreds of dollars every single day. I see some of you guys are making up to $1,000+ per day. You guys are getting phenomenal income coming in as a result of promoting that Success Challenge webinar funnel. It's really, really simple. You don't have to overthink it. You don't have to overcomplicate it. It's really, really simple process. Invite somebody to the webinar. Make sure that that person is actually qualified. It's like real person. It's not somebody who is just like, like a visitor that's like computer generated or something like that. You know what I mean? Like connect, invite a real person to the webinar, and let the webinar take over, and then you get paid, when they join. It's really, really simple process. A lot of people complicate it, a lot of people overcomplicate it, and then they're like, how come this is like, it's not difficult, right? Your job is to simply make the connection. Invite people onto a training, that's it. Don't sell them, don't talk about Success Challenge, just invite them to a training, let the webinar, train them, and that's the process there, okay? So it's converting really, really strong. I haven't pulled the numbers today, but I did pull them a couple days ago. The numbers haven't changed. It's very, very solid, double-digit conversions on that one. Now, another thing I want to tell you guys is not a lot of you are taking advantage of this, and you should be, and that is our Monday night webinar. Okay, so every Monday night, provided I'm not traveling and I have internet connection. Even if I'm traveling, I'm still trying to do that, but I'm not traveling right now, and I don't plan on traveling over the next at least couple more weeks while we're working on this project. And that is this. Every Monday night, we do a live stream publicly that you can invite your people to. It's free training. It's good stuff, good content that people can take ideas from. And then that webinar indirectly promotes and pushes people onto the Success Challenge funnel. You know what I mean? So those people, those of you who are taking advantage of this opportunity, you see incredible results. Every single time after that webinar, we see a surge of sales coming into the Success Challenge. Okay, so if you're inviting people onto that webinar, which is really simple, again, you don't like, a lot of people have this perception that they have to sell. You know what I mean? You don't have to sell. Like if you've got friends, people, lists, Facebook followers that are in a similar niche, they're trying to achieve the result that our products, namely Success Challenge, promises them, right? Which is, hey, here's how you build an online business around selling other people's products, invite them onto these Monday nights webinars, because that's what they're kind of, it's very strategic, it's good content, but it also indirectly, sells the Success Challenge training. And so, again, we see a big surge every single week, every single Monday. Remember, it's like Monday, Tuesday, those 2 days. Tuesday seems to be, a big day for that as well. Surge in sales, from people attending that webinar. So if you're not sending people there, I think you're missing out. And I invite you to send your people there, especially as a promotional partner. You earn commissions on every sale. And again, your job is not to sell them, just simply invite, okay? So this past Monday's, today's what? Today's Wednesday, I'm recording this for you. So this Monday, we had a webinar where we aired an interview with Sid. And so that interview is really cool. It's been shot, like 3 months ago in Las Vegas, and it's, high production interview. And that interview, he's talking about his story. It's really inspirational. And so what happens is, when that webinar is over, we keep the replay of that webinar throughout the week, right? So what you can do is you can continue to invite people onto that training or onto that webinar replay, okay? And just have them watch it. Now, just let the training do what it does for you. Just invite them here. By the way, you can get your link from the back office. Okay, so get your link for that webinar. Make sure that you're sending people to that tracking link, and send them there. Just say, hey, watch this training. It's really cool. Make sure that you watch it as well, so you know what you're inviting them to, and then let them go from there. It's really, really simple. We're trying to simplify this for you guys, and people that don't overcomplicate the process, they see phenomenal results. I see so many of you. When I say you, I'm talking about promotional partners having great success. First time sales generated, first commissions ever. You're hitting your first $500 in commissions earned, first $100 in commissions earned. Some really, really phenomenal stuff, and it excites me. It's really, it's a really cool thing to see people succeeding. Now, we don't want you to sell anything or promote or endorse anything that you don't believe in. That's one of the things that I want to be very clear about. If you do not 100% resonate with what the product is about, with what the training is about, with what the company is about, what we're doing, don't do it. Find something else that you can be proud of, right, or get excited about, and do that. It doesn't matter what you do. Like, it doesn't. I don't want any of our promotional partners to feel like you're part of this deal, that you only have to promote this deal. It's about you. It's not about us. We're gonna build this company. We're gonna do what we do. We're gonna build our vision. This is our vision. Right? But if you resonate with this vision, and you want to be a part of this vision, and then the vision that you propagate aligns with our vision, you have such leverage that is unprecedented. It's incredible what can happen. When you align your vision, if it resonates with our vision, and we create this momentum here, and you just leverage, you know what I mean? Like, you're standing on the shoulders of giants, right? And I did that when I got started. I leveraged other companies when I was promoting them. I knew what the company was all about. I was using the product. I was a product of the product. I was going through the product. I knew what I was talking about, right? And I was leveraging that, and that allowed me to build me. Okay, so a lot of the things, and especially if you're new to our work here and what we do, a lot of the things that you have to understand is they're not as complicated as people make it seem to be. It's actually a pretty simple process, right? So don't overcomplicate this stuff. Okay, so Monday night's webinar, invite people there live, and also invite them all throughout the week, because it's available, it's a replay, and then, next week come next Monday, we just change the live streaming code for the video, and then we change the topic, and whatever the topic is for that week, we go live again. So that is another funnel that is highly converting funnel as well, okay? So that is that. Now, speaking of funnels, I want to get you guys updated on some co-ops. Okay, so this is not available right now, as far as we're not selling co-ops. We're not in business of selling traffic, but we did. We have 3 co-ops running. 2 of them is content generated traffic that is humming along, that is gaining the momentum. So every Monday webinar, unless, if the people got invited from the corporate, or if there is no, if there is no affiliate or promotional partner in the mix with that visitor, well, that traffic gets rechanneled over to the co-ops, right? So if you're in that co-op number 1 or number 2, so that is gaining, momentum every single week. Is picking up more and more speed. So that is humming along really, really well. The third co-op we did was a test that we ran with the CPA network. So CPA network reached out to us several weeks ago, and they, they said, hey, we'd like to run your webinar funnel. We've made arrangements. We went to the escrow company, just make sure that everything can be trackable and traceable and all that stuff, and secure and safe. When we're dealing with high dollar amounts for the campaigns and stuff like that. And this is a company out of UK. Anyway, so we set everything up, and I believe I was informing you of that. So this company ran traffic. They started running it, I think it was a couple weeks ago, something like that. And the list that they hit initially, we did not see I did not like the results that I saw. So we tracking everything. This is a completely separate tracking for this funnel. I did not like the results that I was seeing. So we're in for, I believe, 70 or 75,000. I have to double check on that. Leads. So this is CPA. So we're paying per lead. Okay. So now what we're doing is we're tracking how many leads that we're getting versus how many sales those leads generate. So this is a separate clone funnel of the webinar that we're running. And so the results that we're tracking for this, they were not satisfactory to me based on our overall averages of the webinar that is running and has been running for, we have enough data for, over, I believe, probably closer to 15,000 people now, right? So we've established some baseline, excuse me, we have some baseline data that we, that we can compare it against. And so we're doing that. So what we did is I reached out to that company back again. I said, you know what, you guys, the list that you're sending this traffic to, stop it. Whatever affiliates you have running this campaign, because CPA, typically how that works is like this. If you're new, this might be useful information to you, right? So we've got our webinar, okay? We've got our webinar link, and then people go to the webinar, they register, right? And then they go to the webinar right here, right? So this is Success Challenge webinar registration, webinar, and then they buy or not, right? And so we go to, there is the CPA network right here, okay? It means cost per action. So CPA networks can do different things. So you can pay per visitor, you can pay per registration, you can pay per sale. So that action is defined based on how the campaign is set up. Okay. So in our example, in this example, we are paying per opt-in. Okay. So we're paying per every registration for this webinar. Okay. So our action is an opt-in. Okay. When they opt in, they go here. Right? But they also go to the main autoresponder, all right, database, all right, our autoresponder, and it's tracking, right? It's tracking that it's coming from this particular campaign, and then it's tracking on the individual basis for everybody who's part of that campaign, right? So if you've got, 15 opt-ins or 50 registrations or 1,500 registrations, right? Based on how many shares you got and all that stuff. Now, I know I'm talking to large audiences right now, but there's very few people. There's very few of you guys here in this particular campaign that we've been testing out, right? So this in database, we're tracking your opt-ins, okay? So we're tracking how many, and so the way this CPA network works is they have these affiliates, okay? Affiliate 1, affiliate 2, they've got lists. Okay, they've got data. So basically their job is to utilize their resources, okay, whatever they've got. In this example, they're tapping into their lists, okay, and they're sending us traffic. We don't care how much traffic they need to send to this page, because what we care about and what we're paying for is we're paying, I believe, don't quote me on this exactly, but I think it's somewhere in the neighborhood of about 70,000 leads, okay, that we're paying them for. Now, we're tracking how many of these leads as they're coming in, and this is another reason why we used escrow company, which is a third-party company that manages the it's like a buffer in between the vendor and these guys and us, which will pay them. So we have a company that kind of handles finances for that. And so we're tracking, because we don't want to just blow through all 70,000 leads right away and then be like, well, you guys delivered, so they go, well, we delivered, and then you guys, we're kind of off the hook. We don't want to do that, right? We want to be smart. So we want to make sure that we track everything as leads are coming in. So as leads are coming in, we're paying attention to what's happening with sales, and we did not like the results. And so we reached out back to this company and we said, you know what, guys, whatever it is that you're doing here, stop, because we don't like that results. It's different than what we expected, okay? And that was based on about 1,500 leads, okay? So majority of this is still intact, right? And so what they're doing right now is they are rearranging and will be sending different set of audiences to our webinar funnel. So we're tracking that, okay? Now, some of you guys have asked a question, and the question was, can you see how many leads you've got personally, all right? How many leads you're generating on the individual level? Because in our database, we can see overall, and then we can also track, okay, per individual share, and who the owner of that share is. Everything is trackable. It's 100% tracking, right? And so what we are doing and what the development team is going to do, and this is our target for this week, all right, is to give you an ability, if you are part of this particular campaign, right, is to give you an ability in the back office so that you can see the number of leads, right, that you have assigned to you that came from this particular campaign, okay? So I know it's a little bit of a lengthier explanation to, you know, for this particular thing, especially when majority of you guys probably watching this are not part of this. But if you are, you will see your ability to see in the back office how many leads you're getting from this particular funnel, okay? Now keep in mind, this has nothing to do with the, you know, with the links that are in the back office, okay? Those links are different. Those links are going to the main central webinar funnel. This is not, we don't show links publicly for this one because this is just for this particular campaign, right? So if you're in this particular campaign, stay tuned, because in the back office over the next day or two, couple days maybe, you'll be able to see your leads, okay? So that will be full transparency there, okay? So that is an update on that. Again, we're not in business of selling traffic. We're not going to be in business of selling traffic. I would rather teach you how to get traffic. You know what I mean? But, you know, there's a couple of things that we wanted to try out and see if we can help some of our, you know, promotional partners out. And this is going to be, I believe this got a really, really good potential. That CPA network has a history of delivering some really, really good stuff. And so I think it's just a matter of, you know, them optimizing that a little bit for us. And the fact that we're also having this escrow company, so we're not blowing through everything, you know, right away. That's a good thing. So I expect some really good stuff coming from that. And again, want to give you guys full transparency on that, as I mentioned, okay? So that's on that. Now, another update I wanted to give you guys is this. Part of the reason why you haven't seen me much and heard from me much, and like, like I'm not in a Facebook group a lot and stuff like that, it's not because I don't want to hang out with people. You know, I loved hanging out with our 4%ers. I love doing that kind of stuff. But there are some things that we need to do that I need to focus on, you know, as an owner of the company and also creator of some of the programs, namely Internet Traffic Academy and Success Challenge. And it is my intention, so we don't want to just have a program. We want to have a program that is unlike anything else in existence, you know? And so I have been, this is beyond the 4% 4.0 stuff, right? So as we're working on 4.0, you know, we've got developers basically are taking over right now, and they're, you know, almost done building this thing out. So my attention has been on our products. So I have been going with a fine-tooth comb, you know, doing a full major audit on Success Challenge, this current version of the Success Challenge. And so I literally went from session one, you know, read through thousands and thousands of comments, looked at the surveys results, because we survey people from time to time, right? If you go through that, and looked at the reviews, and you know, watched basically went through all that as a student, again, myself, right? And the reason for that is because I want to make sure that people we don't want to waste people's time. Like, we don't want to waste their time. Is precious, you know, time is valuable. So what we want to do is we want people to get results. Like, I want people to be able to go through that program and be transformed, right? Not only in a short term, but also in a long term, I want them to have their own business that they can run. Okay, so as I was doing this audit, it took a lot of, took a while, almost 3,000 reviews on Trustpilot for that particular product, which, by the way, if you have reviewed it, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Most of them, I think we've got like 96, 97% of them are 5 stars. We've got a few that are 4 stars, a few that are 3 stars, and maybe 5 or so out of all those 2,700, there are 1 stars. And I pay attention to that kind of stuff, and what I'm looking for is like, it's great that people are, it's great when people have great results. That's what we want. But I want to know, what do 3-star people saying? And there is just a handful of those. But if we can patch those, right, then we'll have this thing rock solid. Like, we can virtually have no holes in the system. We can have no holes in this whole concept. Okay? So I'm looking for, strategically, I'm looking for where are the blind spots, right? What did we miss potentially? Where did I potentially miss, or what did I potentially miss that people could give us feedback in the form of either a complaint, a review, all that stuff. And so I'm looking for those stuff. You know what I mean? And so, and I did find a few things. And so after, going through this full audit, and as we get closer to the completion of, level 1, and then going to the implementation mastermind and getting ready for the 4.0 release, which will have, the full affiliate marketing or affiliate programs marketplace, that will be part of that. That's going to be, in 4.0 and all that stuff. Here's what I found, right? I found that some of the modules needed to be updated. Okay, and so I literally just updated not the entire curriculum, but a lot of the pieces of the curriculum got updated, and so that's where I was working. So Success Challenge will get patched up. Okay, so if you are somebody who, like, give you an example. In one of the sessions we talked about, I showed an example of me setting up a ClickFunnels landing page, and then we shared like a share code to that landing page in ClickFunnels. That landing page was for promoting our old version of the Success Challenge, right? Well, because we have updated Success Challenge, and even though I tell people in the program, don't copy what I do, but like model what I do based on whatever you want to do, right? Like use your brain a little bit. Like, don't be just a copycat. Don't be like copy paste types thing, because if you do copy paste, it's not going to work for anybody, right? Like, think independently. Use this as a guide, because that's what it was intended to do. And I don't remember how many times I said it all through the program, maybe 50 times. I say, you don't have to do what I do in the program. Apply the strategies of what I'm teaching you here, apply it to your thing. Okay, perfect example is, again, Monday night, we've aired Sid's story. Perfect example, right? So he is applying what he is learning from the Success Challenge to what he's doing, building his hub, building his community, okay, recommending products as an affiliate, and then now he's creating his own products. Went from 0 to over 25,000 in 3 months in affiliate sales before he had any of his products, right? Right now he's starting to create his own products, right, on top of what he's doing, building this community, exactly what I'm talking about in the Success Challenge, over $50,000 in a month, right now, right? And he's on his way. I said, your next milestone is 100,000, okay? So, however, some people are being people, they're not following instructions. And so when I reference, for example, an older landing page that is no longer around because we have updated the funnel, or what have you, some people are still looking for that particular landing page. In one of the modules, I have, I talked about ConvertKit, and ConvertKit is not really. Turns out that they're not super friendly for affiliate marketers. They're good for bloggers, right? But not super friendly for affiliate marketers, and so that created a little bit of a friction, in training. So, a few areas there, that kind of thing. And then another thing was another thing that I did not well, turns out to be a little bit of a blind spot, if you will, that we're also patching up, is this whole idea of like what I show as examples in the Success Challenge. People take literally, and they literally think that, well, Vick's intention here is for us to promote 4%. It's not. Okay. I mean, if I'm going to show you how to promote a product, I might as well promote one of the 4% products, because I would be like crazy to promote, let's say, a competitor's product, because I know they're not better, right? Now, some people think that because I'm showing as an example promoting 4% products, that they need to do that, and then in their back of their mind, they're thinking, well, this is the 4% business model, is they get people to promote their products. Even though I say like 50 times in the throughout the program that that's not the intention, just use this as a guide, people still think that that's the intention. Okay, crazy, I know. So what we can do, and the only thing that we can do, is patch it. Right? The only thing we can do is update that particular thing, which is exactly what we're going to do. So here's the plan with the Success Challenge. Okay, so Success Challenge, I literally just went through. This took me last several days. I went through the entire curriculum, found some of the areas that needed to be updated, and so working on updating those areas, and you guys will see that. So we're finishing off level 1, okay, sessions, final few sessions of level 1, and then turning people over into the, that have reached the end of that session, turning them over into the implementation mastermind, okay? However, I'm gonna give you guys a big FYI of what we're gonna do, okay, moving forward. So this is really, really important. As a promotional partner, don't talk about it just yet. You will see this. I'm going to probably announce this sometime next week, because we're getting really, really close to that 4.0 update. And that is this. So what we're going to do is Success Challenge, okay? So we're wrapping up Success Challenge, all the, the final several modules or several sessions. We'll get it completed, right? So implementation mastermind, anybody that's in the Success Challenge right now, okay, this program will get sealed. So we're going to seal this program. The funnel is working, okay? So that webinar funnel is working really well. People get into this. And so as people are going through it, any of the blind spots or any of the areas that we're updating will get updated. Okay, this will happen over the next, that's why I said in the beginning, you probably won't hear much from me for the next maybe closer to another 2 weeks or so. Is because of this whole updates that I'm gonna do in the throughout the program. Okay, so we're gonna update all the areas that's talking about ClickFunnels and autoresponders and this and that and 4% stuff completed. And so, all right, so we'll have a completed program. Now, what we're gonna do is once we go to 4% 4.0, okay, I want you to know this. We will have in the background, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm literally creating Success Challenges running. It's not stopping. It's not, we're not pulling it off the market. We're not pulling people out of it, right? It's like nothing happens here, right? So it's business as usual here. However, behind the curtain, what I'm doing is I'm taking what we're learning in the Success Challenge, okay? All this feedback. Now we have thousands, literally tens of thousands of comments throughout the program, tens of thousands of comments. I'll probably reaching close to like 30,000 comments or something like that in that neighborhood. We are approaching about 3,000 reviews, okay, on Trustpilot. A lot of support tickets, a lot of back and forth, and so we just took a huge inventory of this project, right? Success Challenge. Now what I'm doing is I'm taking that and behind the curtain, when we go to 4% 4.0, okay, we are going to introduce a product, and keep your lips sealed for now, okay? We're going to call it Affiliate Marketing Academy. Affiliate Marketing Academy is going to be a timeless product that will not have all these things that we have to patch in the Success Challenge here. Does that make sense? For example, it will not necessarily have, here is a share code for the ClickFunnels type thing, right? So it'll be a timeless piece. It will stand independent. It could be used by anybody who wants to build an affiliate marketing business. So it literally is going to be an academy. okay? And that's what we're calling it, the Affiliate Marketing Academy. Now, Affiliate Marketing Academy is a domain that we've acquired. It was a really, really expensive domain, but we've acquired it. And so in 4.0, in 4% 4.0, okay, we will seamlessly, once the academy is built, done 100%, okay, because Success Challenge is running here, people are getting phenomenal results, about 97, 98% of them, okay, phenomenal, happy, 5-star raving reviews, all that stuff is great, okay, so this will run business as usual, funnels will work, everything works, okay. Behind the curtain, we're building out Affiliate Marketing Academy. This academy is going to be just like what we've got in the Success Challenge. It'll be optimized, it'll be polished out, okay? And then instead of having like 30 sessions, it will be based on weeks. So it's probably gonna be like a 5-week course, main course, okay? And then it will also include things that we have, included here in the Success Challenge. So, for example, Implementation Mastermind, it will have different levels, level 1, 10,000, level 2, 100,000, level 3, a million, okay? And also Affiliate Marketing Marketplace. So all these pieces and components that we are, that we're talking about, it will have, that academy will have that, but it's gonna be an academy, right? So it's more defined, it's called Affiliate Marketing Academy, right? So it'll have its own brand, its own, logo, its own everything. And so then what we're gonna do is we're going to seamlessly, right, update Success Challenge, and Academy takes place of the Success Challenge. Does that make sense? So it's gonna be more universal, more mainstream idea, more mainstream. It's gonna be a lot more optimized. It's gonna be a timeless piece that, it's gonna be like the Bible, of affiliate marketing. It's gonna be really, 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 really awesome, and people will not necessarily have to wait every 24 hours for their sessions to open up. It's going to be great. So that is happening in the background. Okay, don't talk about it just yet. Don't this is for your information because you're like an insider. Okay, now here's what we're going to do. Okay, anybody that is currently in the Success Challenge and they are lifetime, okay, when they're a lifetime subscriber to the Success Challenge, whether you signed up as a lifetime from day one when we first opened our first version, or you just upgraded to lifetime, or anybody that gets upgraded to Success Challenge lifetime, okay, between now and when 4.0 comes out, which is over the next couple weeks or so, these people will be grandfathered in to the Affiliate Marketing Academy at no extra cost. Okay, so it's basically it's an upgrade. Now they will also have access to both, because we're not going to retire Success Challenge. We're just going to park Success Challenge. Is going to have its own separate area in the back office, like bonus area once the academy takes place of the Success Challenge. Does that make sense? Okay, so anybody who's a lifetime subscriber to the Success Challenge, okay, they will get grandfathered in to the academy. They'll have access to both Success Challenge and Affiliate Marketing Academy. Make sense? Lifetimers, okay? Lifetime upgraded people. Now, anybody who is monthly for the Success Challenge, okay, they can remain to be on a monthly plan here, okay? This program is not going anywhere, so they'll continue to pay their monthly and continue to be in the program, okay? But they will not have access to the academy. Now, the question is how will Academy be different from the Success Challenge? About 70% of the content will remain similar. The whole thing is going to be reshot from ground up. It's going to be built from ground up. Again, taking all these thousands of, tens of thousands of feedback that we're now seeing, curriculum, everything is going to get restructured, but the core of it, about 70% will remain the same, okay? About 30% will get optimized, maybe 40%. So maybe 60% will remain the same, maybe 40% will get optimized. So some of the mindset stuff will get more optimized. We're going to clean it up a little bit, make it more business oriented, right? And so that's that's going to be the main. And so another thing is the academy will not talk about any product, will not show any product as an example. It will be an academy. It will be like, hey, you go to college to learn how to build a business, but it's going to be done in a very unique way. and you'll see it's going to be really cool. It's going to be a timeless piece, you know, kind of like Think and Grow Rich. Think of that book, right? So it's like a timeless piece that will be relevant years and years and years and years to come. Okay, teaching people how to build giant successful business in affiliate marketing. Okay, so we're thinking, right, when we launch this academy, again, it'll be in 4.0, 4% 4.0 upgrade. When we launch this academy, this will be a premium level product. Okay, so it'll probably be selling for $2,000. I don't think we will have monthly on it. I think we will have maybe a 3-pay and a 5-pay. So people will have like a finite number of payments that they need to make for it. And I think it will be at least $2,000 that we're going to sell it to the market when it comes out. Okay, so we'll then, I mean, everything is going to be very seamless transition as far as, you know, you promotional partner. You don't have to worry about, you know, how am I going to, you know, will this be a big transition? Will my income go down? Will I not have anything to promote? It's not going to be like that. It's going to be very seamless. You will not notice any difference. Okay, it's just going to get better. You know, again, my intention is empowering people through a program like that to become independent. You know, to build independent businesses, and especially with what we're building out and where 4.0 is going. You know, 4% 4.0, where we envision this company, this community. You know, what our intentions are for people here. That's going to be really cool. It's going to be it's going to be worth our time doing this kind of update. Let me just put it this way, right? It's not, I'm not doing this because I got nothing better to do. You know, I would rather not do it because this, you know, it's an awesome program. However, I don't want it to be great. I want it to be outstanding, you know? And so we're going to do that. So that's that, okay? Academy. Just looking at a couple other things that I'm updating you on here. Okay, so again, I want to reemphasize this. Success Challenge will not go anywhere. It's a phenomenal piece of work. I put so much energy, so much time into it, so much, you know, went into building the curriculum and engineering so that every session people have the message that is relevant for that particular session, mindset, you know, how-tos and all that stuff. And obviously it's working because we have a lot of success stories. And in 4% 4.0, we're going to start featuring these success stories. It's going to be thousands of them. You will see. And it's phenomenal. But we want to take phenomenal to the next level, you know. So we're not retiring. Success Challenge will be there. If you are enrolled, if anybody who are enrolled in the Success Challenge, they'll continue to get access to it. Anybody that's lifetime, they'll get grandfathered into the academy. And anybody who's monthly, okay, they can either remain monthly here or buy into the academy, and then we'll just cancel their monthlies over here, okay? But the price will be higher. So the best thing that people can do is just become lifetime for the Success Challenge right now, because when they're lifetime, they get upgraded to the academy at no extra cost, even though the academy will be higher by at least $500, okay, in price, okay? All right, so that is that. Now, another update, eStage, right? eStage version 2.6.0 just came out today. And that is live, and you should see notification in your WordPress, right? So if you want to update that, or in your eStage account. So if you own eStage, get yourself upgrade to 2.6. There's a lot of bug fixes. There's a lot of new features being added. There's a lot of just overall general updates, a lot of the feature requests that people have been sending to us. So that is a big update that just went out today. Okay, so check your eStage update. Okay, everybody. Another thing, and I really gotta get going here in a minute. Another thing, you guys, I want to encourage you to not wait for things to happen. Make things happen. You know what I mean? It's very interesting. There's like a couple categories of people, right? There's one category of people that are like, you know, I'm just gonna wait for this update to happen, and then I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna wait for all the lights in the town to be green before I head out, right? I'm gonna wait for Vick to spoon feed me because I feel like he needs to do that, okay? And my question is why? Like, why are you waiting while you're waiting, there's other people running circles around you, okay? Do not overcomplicate a simple process. It's really, really simple. We have systems of selling in place. Okay, that's why the webinar is in place. You can get your webinar funnel in your partner's dashboard. Okay, get it, send people to there, right? Leverage what we've got, such as weekly webinars, leverage the content that we're putting out. Okay, take a look at what I do on YouTube, and then model that. I talked to you about that in our last meeting, right? Do that. Your goal is not to sell people. Your goal is introduce and invite them to a training. That's it. Okay? The systems work, right? People fail, systems work. People fail because we can say one thing and then tomorrow we might say it differently, and so this different way might not work like it did previously, right? So people, we tend to, we're not robots obviously, right? But when you have a system that's been optimized and it's been built and it works, as long as you send real human that is pre-qualified, okay? That's when I say pre-qualified, his intention is to learn what the product teaches, okay? If it's targeted audience, invite him to the training. The training does the work and the training converts, okay? What you do matters, but how you do it is more important than what you do. Think about it, right? See, what you do matters. It's important to do the right thing. It's important to promote the product that that you personally use, that is good. It's important to promote and endorse company that stands for, good things. Where you can go to sleep and knowing that, you're actually making a difference. You're not just, here to make a buck. I hope you're not here to just make a buck. That is good, and everybody needs to make money, okay? But I hope that's not your sole intention here as a promotional partner. You know what I mean? I hope you're not here just because, you're so desperate, you're going to promote anything. Because if you're doing that, you're probably dipping your hands into everything. You're promoting junk cryptos, junk this, junk that, and then 4%, right? Because you're trying to see whatever's gonna work for me. That's crazy. That's messed up way of thinking. What you do matters, okay? So you want to make sure that you promote stuff that you endorse and you recommend and you use, okay? And you truly believe in it. Not 99%, not 90%. You're 100%. You're all in it. You're swimming in that Kool-Aid, okay? Our idea is to build you. Our idea is become independent. If you don't resonate with this, don't promote our stuff. But if you resonate with this, you want to make sure that you are, you're going to these trainings, and you're not doing it for me. You're not doing it for for anybody else. You're doing it for you, because that second part of that question or that equation, right? See, what you do matters, but how you do it is more important than what you do. Does that make sense? Because how you do, let's say affiliate marketing, you're promoting, a product. Let's say you're promoting Success Challenge. Well, it's good. It's great product. It's amazing product. But see, how you do that is more important than what you do. What you do is important, right? But how you do it. So how you do it is you become a person of value in the marketplace. Okay, if you look at the sea of affiliates that are promoting even great products, there is very few people in that sea of affiliates that will stand head and shoulders above everybody else. Why? It's not because they're special people. It's because how they're doing that, right? It's how they're promoting as an affiliate. So how you promote as an affiliate, be smart. Think, you're dealing with people, right? So you want to be a product of the product. Start sharing value. Become more valuable in the community that you serve. Become more valuable for the 5 people that listen to you. Become more valuable for the 10 people that are on your list, or 100 people, or 1,000, right? To the degree that you become valuable, will you get rewarded monetarily? Okay, remember this. Let this sink in really deep in your heart as my message for you today, okay? What you do matters, and you want to do things that matter, but how you do that is more important than what you do. Make sense? Okay? So look, you guys, I gotta run. I've got a shoot I'm gonna need to be doing here, and then I've got about 3 more meetings here tonight. So a lot of stuff going on. You probably noticed I might even sound a little bit different. Is because we just have like 1,002 things going on today. I appreciate you. Okay, stay in the game, stay the course. Over the next couple of weeks, you won't see me much. You probably won't hear me much. But then again, we're gonna dominate this thing with coolness. We're gonna dominate this thing with things that matter, and we're not deviating from our mission, from our vision. We want to empower entrepreneurs. We want to train entrepreneurs to become great. Okay, nothing that's worth it is easy, and nothing that's easy is worth it. Remember that. Okay. I am excited to have you as part of our promotional partners team here. We're going to do some amazing things. We're building out some really, really incredible things. In fact, we're talking with lawyers as well. I'm not going to talk much about it right now. Still a little bit too early. But we're looking to file some patents on some technology that we're building from the 4%. The ideas we have, the vision that we have, huge, huge. How huge? Huge. You'll see. So I appreciate you. Be blessed. Stay awesome. If you have any questions, email support. We're here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Okay? And I look forward to see you next Monday. And then next week we should probably be getting together live. So we'll see. Just stay tuned for my emails and stuff like that. I'll keep you guys updated. Okay? All right. That's it. It's a wrap. Thank you so much, you guys. I will see you soon. Bye, everybody.